remain off. I'm going to turn mine off in just a moment. We're going to broadcast shortly and let all the delegates come into the room. For those that are speaking and your microphones, when they get turned on, please make sure all your electronic devices are off. And we are here in the production side to support you. So if you need something, just call out for it, and we'll be there. And Ian, do you have anything you want to add?
Not necessarily, but please, if you're going to be on video at any point in the seminar, please leave your video on the whole time.
I'm Derek Johnson, President and CEO of the NAACP, this nation's largest and oldest civil rights organization. Over the last year, we have seen and felt the power of our freedom fighters, organizers, and youth warriors who continue to lead the struggle for social justice. In 2019, we established the NAACP Activist and Youth Activist of the Year Awards to recognize 2 NAACP members for their work and commitment to social justice.
The first ever NAACP Activist of the Year Award went to Teresa Haley. The NAACP Youth Activist of the Year Award went to Australia Coleman. Let's continue to show them our appreciation.
I want to thank my parents, especially my mom, for coming out here with me today. I also want to thank the Central Michigan University NAACP chapter for allowing me to build my foundation within the organization. In addition to Central Michigan, the Michigan State Conference Youth and College Division for giving me my voice and allowing me to see my potential. So thank you all. Thank you NAACP for giving me this award.
Wow, this is truly an honor and a blessing. I do want to thank God, first of all. I think about what is your purpose in life, and my purpose has always been to serve God, my family, and my community. If you don't know your history, Springfield, Illinois, where I'm from, is the home of the 1908 race riots that led to the establishment of the NAACP. I ask that you all continue to support this historical organization. It has done so much for so many people out here today.
We will again recognize outstanding member activists for their visionary and unrelenting efforts. I invite every branch, youth council, college chapter, and state conference to participate by submitting a member to be considered for this prestigious honor, which will once again be awarded during the 52nd NAACP Image Awards. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Derek Johnson, President and CEO of the NAACP. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 111th NAACP National Convention and to this very important regional meeting. Over the last 3 years, I've had the honor of serving as President and CEO of this extraordinary organization. And over the past few months in particular, I have never been prouder of the efforts of this association and its members, including you, who have done incredible work to push our communities forward. 2020 has been an unprecedented year of reckoning for our nation. It has been built primarily on one word throughout our community: resilience. The Black community has shown undeniable power and resilience in the face of glaring adversity yet again. From the disproportionate impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has highlighted economic and health disparities, to systematic racism that has spread about this country for centuries, our plight has been challenged at every turn. Yet with determination, zeal, and fortitude that can only be found within our community, we forge ahead. We fight forward. Our proclamation of "we are done dying" must always be met with action that bring about changes our families, communities, and this country deserves, in order to live up to its constitutional provision that all men and women are created equal. I'm grateful for this opportunity to serve with you, but even more, I'm excited about the future because of you. Again, welcome. Thank you for all that you do. Let's continue the fight. Let's continue to work.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, delegates to the 111th Annual Convention of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and particularly elected delegates who are serving in each of the 7 regional meetings for this year's virtual convention. Region 1, Region 2, Region 3, Region 4, Region 5, Region 6, and Region 7. Let me welcome you individually and collectively to this series of regional meetings. We come together at an extremely important time in the history of our nation and in the history of our association. We're here this evening to talk about who will be leaders of this association from a regional level going forward. We're here to talk about how we as regions come together and collaborate on the work that we do as the NAACP. And in this year, 2020, we are here to talk about how each of our regions is important in the upcoming election. We understand that all elections are important, but the last 4 years have shown us that the 2020 presidential election and all of the elections on the down ballot are of extreme significance for the lives of Black folk in America. We've decided that we are done dying at the NAACP, and that means that we understand that Black lives do matter. And because Black lives do matter, we have an obligation to make sure that public policy is carried out by people who understand that Black lives matter, people who will work to ensure that Black lives matter, people who understand the significance of not just the statement, but the history of how Black lives are impacted by public policy in this nation. When this virtual convention ends, the real work of the association will begin. You must go back to your units, your college chapters, your youth councils, and ensure that we are out in the streets, ensuring that public policy is done in a way that impacts all of our lives positively. You must ensure that everyone who is eligible to vote is registered to vote and that they are educated on voting and that they get out and vote. 2020 is a major year for us. It's important for you to understand what happens up and down the ballot. Yes, the presidential election is paramount, but you must vote in every election on your ballot, whether it's the dog catcher or whether it's the county sheriff. Your life depends on how you vote. Public policy dictates whether or not you will live or die. It's important for you to understand that you elect the people who make and carry out public policy. We're done dying. Black lives matter.
Hello and welcome NAACP family. I'm Karen Boykin-Towns, and it is my honor to serve as the Vice Chairman of the NAACP National Board of Directors. As we begin our regional meetings for our beloved organization, I'd like to take this moment to thank you for your willingness to play a significant role in what remains the foundation of the NAACP, fighting for equality during these uncertain times. Black voices from throughout the country have made it known that enough is enough and that we are done dying. But those proclamations must ultimately be supported by actions and solutions that bring about sustainable change for the Black community. The decisions reached over the next few days will help in establishing our NAACP positions on issues that impact our communities and in charting the course for a future that we can all look forward to. I'm honored and proud to serve alongside each of you during such a defining moment for our country. There is no finer time to bring about the change our people need in this moment. So let's recommit ourselves by starting today and making the impact that's needed. Again, I thank you for your commitment and welcome.
Hello, Youth in College. My name is Helen Myers, and I'm from the great state of Kansas in Region 4. I serve as the Youth Vice Chair of the Convention Planning Committee on the National Board of Directors. I hope you all have enjoyed the convention thus far. I'm so excited you all were able to be a part of such a historic virtual convention. I wanted to take a moment and show my appreciation for all of your hard work during these difficult times. Watching countless Black Americans die at the hands of police brutality while also battling the COVID-19 pandemic has, I'm sure, taken a toll on you mentally, possibly making you feel as though you were throwing your efforts into an empty void. But it's imperative that we remember that Martin Luther King Jr. was only 26 years old when he organized the boycotts in Montgomery. John Lewis was only 21 years old when he became a freedom rider, and Ruby Bridges was only 6 years old when she bravely desegregated her elementary school. The youth have always been an integral part of the civil rights movement, and our actions today will be to the benefit of generations to come. So please, don't hesitate to create good trouble, and don't hesitate to let your voice be heard, especially during this year's election. Our future depends on you. Thank you.
The gavel thing that you all know of. Next on the agenda is roll call, or yes, is roll call for delegates and alternates. So I believe that we will be doing that through the raising hand emoji. So if you all will just check that out on your, once I say your read, well, not region, but where DC, Maryland, and Virginia, if you will raise your hand in the, I believe you can find it if you click on participants, and then if you go to the bottom, it says invite, mute all, raise hand, and you can click the raise hand icon down there at the bottom, and I will begin roll call. So I will start off with DC. Is DC delegates or alternates here on this Zoom call? And if you could just use the raise hand icon.
I don't believe we have any representation from DC area.
Okay. Well, moving on. Maryland, do we have any representation, any delegates or alternates from Maryland? If you could just use the raise hand icon. Okay. I see one person has raised their hand. Okay, Nico Beverly. Great. Thank you. And Virginia. Oh, great. Virginia was on it. Okay, Virginia. I see Virginia. So we've got Brianna Reeves, we've got Maya Jenkins, and we've got Nico. Lonnell Wiggins. My apologies. For Virginia.
Can you repeat those again?
Yes, I can. Brianna Reeves, Lonnell Wiggins, and Maya Jenkins. Just let me know if you need me to say it again.
Can you say it again just for confirmation?
Yes. So for Virginia, we've got Brianna Reeves, Lonnell Wiggins, Maya Jenkins, and then it was Nico Beverly for Maryland. And you guys can take down your raise hand emojis for now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, great. Derek, you got all that information?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Great. So next we are going to move on to the approval of the agenda. Excuse me, my English is a little, it's been a crazy day. But we're going to move on to the approval of the agenda. So I would like to make a motion to approve, the meeting agenda. And I will need a second. And in order to do that, I believe you can use the chat box, right, Derek? Or the raise hand emoji would be preferred.
So a motion has to be put forth for the approval. Yeah.
My apologies. Okay. I would like to put a motion forth in order to approve the agenda and the meeting notes for the Region 7 meeting. There it is. Just kidding. You don't even have to raise your hand or use the chat box. I believe I too have to submit this. And then once you all
have three out of the four. You have the fourth person to vote.
Okay. If the fourth person, whoever hasn't voted, vote, please. Four. Okay. And it was all yays. Yes. Okay. Just making sure. Great. Okay. The motion has been approved and the meeting the agenda has been approved. Thank you all. So next we are going to move on to the regional officer intros and elections. So there are going to be four nominations for this process. The following positions that are up for election are my position, chair, co-chair, and secretary. Okay, understood. So what we're going to do is a Q&A portion in order to conduct floor nominations for these positions. And so, did someone just say something in the chat? Oh, no. In order to conduct these, in order to fill these positions. So, if all the speakers could unmute themselves and the delegates, if you all could use the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen in order to make a nomination. So what that will basically look like is I'm on to nominate Derek Lewis for chair. And that's how that would go. So all are they? Oh! It looks like someone else just joined. Actually.
This is Melissa with the meeting planner, so I'm just on mute. How you guys doing?
Oh, okay. Hi. Thank you. Hi. But yes, okay. But those delegates and alternate who are going to be doing nominations, you could unmute yourselves and put your nominations into the Q&A box, please.
And just for clarity, everyone's nomination for chair. So of course you'll be presiding over the rest of the meeting, and we'll also be responsible for presiding over the meeting next year at our 100th NAACP convention when we meet for the regional business. So the nomination for chair, use the Q&A function, please.
Yes.
Q&A function, not the chat. The Q&A chat function will be how you be able to place your nomination. So it will be the Q&A function, you place a question, and that's how Mom will be able to recognize you in the nomination that you have.
so far.
Any nominations for chair?
Any? So far, I see. It's not too hard of a job, guys. It's a pretty simple. And you also have national teams to help you out. So don't be nervous if that's the case. If you're nervous, like don't be nervous at all. I know I was nervous actually. The first time I was thrown into it, I was like, but no, it's not bad. They're awesome. So, or Brianna, if you can definitely take over the position. Actually,
I can't position.
I cannot, unfortunately. Even though I love Lisa, but unfortunately, you know, I have some other things to do for you guys. Anyways. So we've got and anyone from it doesn't have to be someone from Virginia, right? I believe it could be Maryland or if someone from DC did join, it can be Maryland or DC. So
The person nominated will have president to accept the nomination. So
and there's only okay. So we've got Martha, Maya, Nico, and Lonell. If you all would like one of you would like to come forward for a nomination to take over this position and preside over the rest of this meeting. Which isn't bad. Oh, how much time commitment? Oh, my, I didn't see that. But yes, Derek said, like 20, it's not bad at all. And it doesn't take, like throughout the year, it doesn't take up much of your time, not much time at all, actually. I think the only time I had to really do something was preside over this meeting and then the meeting, what you would have to do now after take over my position, preside over this meeting, and then next year preside over the meeting for the next person to take over the position. And that's all. To answer your question, Maya. Okay. So we see a yes. I see a yes. So if we could get that nomination in the Q&A box for Maya. Okay. So I would like to put forth a motion to nominate Maya Jenkins for chair. If you all could please vote through the poll.
I'm sorry, Mom. You're not able to make the.
Just kidding.
Yeah. So the nomination has to come from one of the attendees. So Martha, Maya, Nico, one of you have the nomination.
Okay, so I see Brianna said that she nominated Maya.
Okay. So let's. What we're gonna do is. Could you verbally make that motion, Brianna?
And I'll mute myself.
Brianna. Brianna, if you can accept the request to unmute yourself to make the nomination. There you go. Brianna. Brianna, are you there? No, ma'am, we can't. I think to accommodate, with her not being able to speak, you can place that nomination in the chat that can be recorded for the minutes and show proof as records. That could suffice.
Okay. Do you want I should do it or should Brianna do it?
Brianna should do it.
Okay. Brianna, I don't know if you heard it, but if you place that nomination in the chat box, they just said that would suffice as the nomination.
Q&A.
The Q&A chat box.
We have that nomination.
Then.
Maya, do you accept the nomination for chair?
I accept the nomination for chair.
Thank you, Maya.
Thank you, Maya.
Of course.
So I will pass this magical baton virtually over to you.
So can we just have polls for launch?
Oh, yes. The poll. I thought we're coming up. Okay, there it is.
Maya, you'll stay here until we finish the nomination.
Yes.
All right. That's 4 out of 4. Now we'll take nomination for co-chair. And we'll go with the same process as earlier. If you're able, we'll want you to speak to verbally make your nomination. If not, you can make your nomination using Q&A feature. That would be appreciated.
And if you're worried about time commitment, it's about the same time commitment as chair.
Any nominations for co-chair?
And you can put the nominations in the Q&A chat box, by the way, just to reiterate that.
Do we have any nominations for co-chair? Any nominations?
Martha, Nico, co-chair, possibly. It's nothing to worry about. It's not like going to interfere with schoolwork or whatever else you have going on in your life. It's a quick thing. So we do need that position filled. So if anyone wants to make that nomination in the Q&A box, that would be great. And hopefully you guys can hear me because I know there was somebody was saying there was an echo. So I hope that comes through clearly.
The last call for co-chair. For this time on the agenda. Last call for co-chair. Last call for co-chair. Madam Chair, if I'm getting consensus, we can close the nomination for co-chair.
All right, we will close the nominations for co-chair have been closed, and we will open the floor for nominations for secretary. And secretary, again, same time commitment. I believe you just have to take notes for this meeting. And yeah. So make nominations in the Q&A box for secretary, and we will go from there.
This is the last nomination, last position for the regional leadership. This position must be filled as well. Is there any nominations for secretary?
So we do have a nomination for secretary. We have a self-nomination from Ayana. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
Okay. So.
Go ahead, Mom.
Oh no, go ahead, Derek. Go ahead.
So can you make that nomination verbally?
Yes. I, Iyanla Exo, nominate myself for secretary.
All right. Do you accept? Nomination? Do you accept the nomination?
Yes.
If we can have a poll. Three.
We have a question from I believe a raised hand from. Or Lana, was your question answered? I see a raised hand.
Okay. So that is 7 out of 7. Thank you. Yes. That's 7 out of 7, and that carries. So now, Exo, you are now secretary. The production on the backside, if we can remove Amon to be a delegate, and we want to promote Maya Jenkins as the chair as the meeting.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Maya.
How are you all?
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm flying in the dark. So I would love Brianna Reeves. Yes.
My introduction of who you are.
Right. Okay, cool. So my name is Maya. I use she, her pronouns. And I am the vice president of the NAACP IBW, where Breezy is the president. And yes, I like cats. Maybe that's probably not important.
All right, thank you, Maya. So now you serve as chair. And you can I'll help you go through the meeting as such, because of course you'll be conducting the meeting. But next, also I'm sorry, I'm a little too fast. If we can also allow Exo to introduce herself as chair and greetings as well.
Hi. Well, I'm Exo. I am the secretary of the Virginia State Constitution Division, and now I'm secretary here. So I'm excited to be here, and yeah.
All right, I appreciate it. Next on the agenda, we'll go into our state leader intros. So Amon, if you could briefly give, if you can briefly give, we're actually going to pause the meeting because we're having technical issues. So we're going to pause the meeting at this moment. We're having technical issues on behind the scenes. So at the moment, we're going to pause the meeting and just ask everybody to stand by and wait for instructions as we move forward. So we're going to pause the meeting for technical issues and just ask everybody to stand by before we move forward.